How we're doing YouTube is Geo back with another video. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Today we're gonna be talking about why Ryan Garcia lost his highly anticipated bout against Rolly Romero. Now, I know a lot of you will be sort of hanging the Osterine scandal on Ryan Garcia. I think that's a pretty foolish way to come about this argument because we look at Ryan throughout his career, he's passed numerous tests and he's fought from like solid opponents and Luke Campbell, Gervonta Davis, and we didn't see what we saw on this night. Now, obviously, he was fighting a guy that was at a new weight class, 147 pounds, welterweight, who could either match his power, perhaps Rolly has more power than Ryan. So we kind of got to see how that played and how that came into effect. But I'm gonna say, I do not believe that Osterine played a role in the bout last night. It's very similar. Rolly he copied Tank's blueprint on how to beat Ryan, and he kind of did a lot of similar things. But Ryan's biggest downfall is obviously he relies on his lead left hook way too much, and that's ultimately what lost him the fight, because I think once he got dropped by Rolly, he was scared to get knocked out, because Ryan, at this point in his career, does not have the same fire and dog in him. It was clear on this night. Obviously, he's been out of the ring for a year. That year layoff can play a factor, right? But he didn't have the desire to go out there and fight on his shield, to try to hurt Rolly, to even throw anything other than a jab. All we seen was a jab from Ryan, which, I mean, he didn't even jab Haney, so at least we seen like his jab look a little bit improved. But that's all he had the confidence to throw in that ring was a jab, and I was honestly really disappointed to see that. It was pretty sad. But the problem with Ryan, he relies on the one punch, and even in the fight with Haney, right? Now, obviously, Haney couldn't drop him. He didn't have cracking power at 140 pounds to drop Ryan, but think about what Haney, when he caught Haney with the hook, he never caught Haney when he just threw the lead hook. Haney was ready for that. He caught Haney when he, sorry guys for the slight interruption. So yeah, when he caught Haney with his hook, it was after he sort of flipped out the jab, and then he came around it with the hook, and that's how he was catching Haney with his hook. A couple of times he caught him like that, and there was one where he just went straight in, no care in the world, opened up and just caught him with the hook right on the ropes, and that one didn't even land clean. It's just the sheer weight of his aggression kind of dropped Haney. And then obviously the third time he's on the inside, same thing, set it up with the right, little right hook uppercut kind of punch, and then he went boom, caught him on the inside with the hook. So yeah, essentially that's why it's very dangerous in boxing, especially when, you know, he'd already been figured out. Everybody kind of knows Ryan's going to come in with the hook. Ryan decided not to set up his hook against Rolly. He decided just to get into range and then just throw it. And Rolly, he's smart, he blocked it and then came with his own hook, because the best counter to a left hook is a left hook. These are the things why Ryan lost.
So I just want to add a quick little boxing lesson in here. Look at this clip. This is what happens when you throw these lead power shots like the hook, the lead uppercut, without setting them up. You're going to get caught, more than likely, if they punch with you. Especially when you're not defensively responsible, like Ryan.
Because he decided to not set up his left hook, and he just doesn't have, he's fighting for money now. At this point in his career, Ryan is fighting for money, so he doesn't think it's worth it to go in there and scrap with a guy when he knows he can get knocked out. And it's sad to see, because I thought the kid had really a lot of potential. There's a lot of natural raw ability and talent. This is why Ryan Garcia lost. It's not because of the Osterine, never because of the weight. This is why he lost, and you know, it'll be really interesting to see what he can sort of do to hopefully revive his career. I don't even know what would be next for him at this point, like the rematch Rolly, but honestly, I think he shouldn't have been, his first fight back probably shouldn't have been a puncher. Probably shouldn't have been somebody his size. He should have went for Pitbull. That probably would have been better odds for him. The comeback against a puncher like ROLLY wasn't the best strategy in terms of a 1-year layoff and getting into a comeback fight. But he's doing it for the money. He could have had a tune-up, and he probably would have been better. Would have been better for his career, but he's fighting for the money. Like I said, made $20 million. Turkey paying that bag. Get that boy $20 million. Come on now. But yeah, just thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more content. I'm gonna keep putting out great content and providing you guys value. So please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.